Hey folks, and welcome. So let's talk a little bit more about trading and journaling, which is trading journal. How do you come about with journal, and what is the importance? Basically, the first question you should ask why is for you to have a track record when it comes to your behavior and improvement overall. So it's a matter of how do you want to put it, right? It has to be it's very personal. It should be very close to your heart. It should be easy to understand for each and every one of us. Yeah, so I'll illustrate just a few ways that made it very very easy and simple for me to track and navigate my trades, right? So the first that I do recommend is screen recording. Screen recording is I would start recording my screen before and after a trade. Yes, as the setup comes through, I have to put it on Spotlight, start recording the setup, start to um, put some predictions, some price targets, some stop losses, like areas of interest, and see how the price is behaving towards my areas of interest. So everything will be in a record, right? At the same time, I will put what are my thoughts at that particular moment from what I'm seeing on the screen. um this helps a lot in a way that when I have to come and check what happened, right, it will give me uh, a very simple way to look into my mind from the outside perspective. Um, because when it's happening, I am really messed up into my mind. I'm really consumed by how the markets are behaving. But then when it's after, so when it's after, it will be really helpful for me to analyze even my own mind. So it's quite interesting in a way that I get to see from an outside perspective how my thoughts have been running, what has been fooling me from the markets, how was the price behaving, and how was I fooled, or how did I get it right? All that in a way that I have to use that information to improve myself. Remember, the reason for having the records, we are the people who are walking the talk, right? We don't get any feedback from the outsiders to say, no, improve this and that. You are the one who is doing it. So we have to find the spotlight that you have to improve tomorrow. So how do you do that? It's absolutely through finding how your mind works, and how was your thoughts, and what were you thinking, and how did you end up coming up with what you were thinking, and what was the result, and what was the output of such a scenario, right? Yes. So, and then the second one would be voice recording. Yes, I'll put everything in a voice, in an audio podcast kind of vibe, whereby I'll put out all my thoughts. Right, at this time of the day, I'm feeling like this, and I think the price is to behave in this way. The reason is being, um, yeah, valid reasons, and what am I gonna do about it? And as I enter again, let's say the setup comes through. This is the setup coming through. I have to record what I am doing. Okay, I'm buying or I'm selling it. What is my risk? Is my risk corresponding to my risk management? And why am I thinking this is my price target? all those very, very simple key points, they will help me when I'm doing my analysis, probably over the weekend or when the markets are off. That's where I get to find out the loopholes in my mindset and in my thoughts. This really improved my trading psychology a lot, because I'll have to know what are my weaknesses, and I get to understand my strength, and I had to work more on my weaknesses and try by all means to get rid of them and just be aware, um, so that I don't just panic, just jumping into the markets for you know hyper entries or something like that. I used to remember, okay, these are my strengths, these are my weaknesses, and then I have also to put a journal is in writing. Absolutely, the writing part of it, it's quite important in a way that I have to write to an extent that I need to have this information on a piece of paper. What information am I looking for? I'm looking for information of the areas of interest, the entry zones, the exit zones, and my risk management. So, as I put this on a piece of paper, right, all this has to be done as the markets are moving, right, as my setup is coming up, so that I have to distract myself from constantly looking on the screen, right, because that will trigger some that would trigger some triggers. Yeah, I'm sure I mentioned triggers on uh on psychology video. If you have no idea, please check it out. um yeah, so once you have the clean record, right, you will be able to understand, like, okay, right, on this date, how many trades did I enter? That is you find that information on the writing, and how many were how many were good trades, and how many were bad trades, and how did I come with a lot of good or bad trades. You know, that's how you basically improve through your journal. So you don't get this information from mentors, you don't get this information from tutors or from uh, different books. You get it from within. This is you, and you are building you. So the only thing that you have to correct is your inner side, not the outer side. Sometimes we are the problem. Sometimes we are the ones that need to be fixed, not the markets, because the markets will be always there. And there's this interesting quote from the book called "Come to My Trading Room" by say Alexandra Elder. It's a good book. Yeah, when it comes to journaling, um, that's where I learned some quite important keys. I do really recommend the book. Please check it out. Um, yeah, it was just emphasizing the fact that when you are journaling, know why are you journaling and what do you really need to journal. Like, for example, your entry your entry price and all that, so that you have the precision, right? Imagine when you get tired of writing, right, there's a problem there. Remember, you are over trading. If you can't put your trades in a journal, which means you are over trading, you must be able to put them all in a piece of paper. If they're 5, if they're 4, if they're 10, like whatever the case is, let it be, put them on a piece of paper, because it will help you to have a clean record. What kind of business will you do without a record? Absolutely, right? So remember, folks, you need to be a serious trader. You need to master your game. You need to know where you are falling, and you need to know what are your strengths, so that you can be able to improve your strength as much as uh, clearing out your weaknesses, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna emphasize again on Mr. Elder's emphasis when he said um, professional traders are always ahead of the game because they know how to do their homework day in and day out. So how would you be on top of your game if you don't do your homework? Your homework is not on the chart. Your homework is inside. Your homework is on your record. Your homework is your weaknesses. That is your homework that you need to improve. That is your homework. So let it be clear, let it sink in, and be able to do proper recording. Another one was screenshotting. Screenshotting could help me to come to a reference whereby before an event happened, what was the structure before? What was I seeing? Right? What was the missing part of the puzzle? How did the other piece of the puzzle come and fill it up? Right? That is very, very important. So that, remember, this is forward testing. I really didn't do much of back testing. I could only do more of forward testing. So how would you know what comes into the future if you really don't know how does it gonna come, right? So it's a matter of how does the puzzle fill the other half up, and it's quite important for you as a trader to understand how does it all come together and how does it unfold to an extent that it ended up being the way it is, right? Yeah, so that's basically it about this video, so that you can learn from inside, learn from within, and I believe is the quickest and the easiest and the most powerful way of learning the markets. Yeah, learn yourself first. Put what matters on the ground so that you know what you're dealing with. Because if you don't have the records, my friend, you are likely to just keep on doing and repeating the same mistakes because you are not aware or you are running away from them. So with this, folks, I wish you all the best. I wish you to perform in your best way possible. That's how you succeed in the markets. That's what they say, the markets are not for everyone. At the same time, markets are for everyone. So for those who find themselves into the markets and feel like this might not be for me or there's something missing, yes, you are looking in the wrong place. Look inside, look in yourself, find the answers, the mistakes, the strengths, the weaknesses according to how you perform. That's powerful. That's what makes a trader professional, because they have all their mistakes on a piece of paper and the way to avoid them. That's basically it. It all comes from you. Yeah, that's why we are creators. That's why we are entrepreneurs. That's why we are problem solvers. It's just so difficult to solve the problems that are within ourselves. But with keeping a clean record on your performance, you absolutely see the difference and the importance and the light. And thank you for watching the video. Yes, that's it for now. Please check some other important points that I've been putting out on this channel. And with this, I wish you all the best in your trading journey. Thank you.